Hey, Jonathan. I was wondering if you could walk me through what Inspected does and what your role is there.
Oh, yeah, no problem. Inspected is basically a company that helps expedite the process of getting a permit for building. Right now, we're in Florida and Texas, and we work with the municipalities in those two states to help with inspections, like site inspections for building and different repairs and stuff like that. That typically you would have to go to the municipality themselves to get done, but we are able to provide a service that allows you to do that remotely, do a video through a video call, and uh, get your inspections done that way, and then we help you with the whole process of getting your permits taken care of.
Got it. So it makes it a lot easier to get projects done, it sounds like.
Yeah, faster. You can get an appointment same day if you want, instead of waiting weeks or months for the municipality to look through.
Got it. And what's your role there?
So I am basically a business analyst specialist, working with reporting and data work there, working with the database itself.
Got it. And before you started using Zing, how are you managing data, running analysis, and so on?
Yes, so we started off in Google Looker, trying to use that as our platform for data manipulation and presentation.
Got it. And what led you to sort of look for solutions beyond Looker?
It really was just my boss telling me I needed to find something else, right? So he was having a hard time managing what was going on with Looker. While that platform does have its strengths, there were some challenges there that we were having a hard time kind of getting through. So I did some searching. Actually, found Zing through a Reddit post
Cool.
that somebody had recommended Zing, and so I looked into it. I looked into Zing and a few different other platforms, and there was something about Zing that stood out to us. So we pulled the trigger on it and started working on some demos.
Got it. And can you talk a little bit about what onboarding was like and how you use it today?
Sure. Yeah, super simple. I love the interface when you first get in there. Once you've created your account, you can connect to a bunch of different data sources. We only needed the one using Postgres, but that was super simple. It was really easy. It was intuitive. Um, and I think data connections can either be simple in that they ask you all the right questions, or you have to create some kind of a string that becomes a nightmare at some point. Uh, Thankfully, Zing was one of those easier to implement connections to our data.
Got it. And I know over time you guys have had a couple good feature ideas. I think categorizing questions into different topics that would make it easier to find. Some additional other requests. Can you just talk a little bit about when you've had ideas or bumped against issues, what it's been like working with the Zing team?
Sure. Yeah. In a way, I feel like I've been torturing you guys, coming at you guys with constant requests and updates and stuff. And what's amazing is it feels like I'm almost working with my own dev team or something like that. You guys are incredibly responsive. While I don't have a connection to your Jira workload or anything like that, I feel like I'm pretty close to it, right? Like I have to feel like my name is in there somewhere. But yeah, we made all kinds of requests. We requests for paging on grid data, grid view data. We were asking for things like different functionality and the filtering and stuff like that. And there's some kind of fine-tuned uh, smaller features that may have a larger impact in the back end. And no matter whether it was a tiny one-day turnaround thing or if it was an effort that you needed to work out in the background, uh, no matter what, it just seemed like you guys were super responsive and quick to actually delivering on these things. So super pleasure working with this company.
Thanks. And then how is the set of questions, dashboards, all that used today by you and other folks on the inspected team?
Right. So a lot of our data has to do with the actual inspections that we do, with the status of permits and where they're going. Uh, And so it's being used by mostly just internal people, admins in the company. And are you hearing all this in the background?
No, no, no.
No, okay. Sorry. There's a bunch of laughing upstairs. Anyway, let me restart. So our company, oh my gosh, they're just coming right on down. Okay. Uh, the way that we're using it internally is mostly for the admins and for people who are working with the data directly. People who are doing inspections, technicians that are helping out on the site and stuff like that. They all can use these reports and the data that we're pulling through to know what's coming up. And they can get an idea of what sort of workload is coming up in the future, and they can plan ahead for it. They can see what parts of the state of Florida that are producing the most work and where they might want to push for more activity, or maybe where they want to increase support or something like that. So yeah, that's pretty much where and how we're using the data.
Got it. Well, thanks so much for taking the time, John. It's cool to see how much you guys have built out and how quickly. And we love all the great feature ideas that you've nudged us to build out.